Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika if you are new here, and I share all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle for women who are at midlife and over the age of 50. And today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is shoes. I can honestly say I love shoes. Shoes are my thing. And just to give a little backstory, at the age of 16, I got one of my first jobs in my local mall, and it was at the shoe store called Tom McCann. They sadly went out of business, and I was actually working there when they were having their out of business sale. And I worked at Nine West Shoes for over 10 years. I stopped working for Nine West when I was well into my 30s. When I lived in Connecticut and I transferred to the Northern Virginia area, I actually not just transferred with my corporate job, I actually also transferred with Nine West. So for many years, I worked for Bandolino, which was part of the Nine West company, and the Pentagon Mall well into my 30s until I just could not manage my corporate job and working a part-time job as well. So when I tell you I've tried every trend, whether or not it be practical or trendy, I have done it. But now that I am in this stage of my life, I definitely have learned a lot. And the one thing that I have learned is not to sacrifice comfort for pain. And in the shoe department, I think we've probably all done it where we have worn uncomfortable shoes just for the sake of fashion or just for the sake of looking good. And now that I have been on my journey of self-discovery, I now wear the things that make me feel good, but also help me look good as well. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with still looking good and put together, even if you are comfortable. So I say all that to say, let's get started and let's get into it. So today I'm going to be sharing 7 types of shoes that you need for spring and summer that are chic and yet comfortable and will actually make dressing easier. I truly, truly believe that if you have these 7 pairs of shoes, you're set. Take my advice, you'll be set, all right? So let's start with one of my favorites, and that is the Mule. And I know that mules, people say that mules go in and out of style, but for me, a good mule will always be in style. So you can do kind of like a slide-in mule. And a mule that I have in my closet that I wear continually are these mules here. And I like a mule with a chunky heel. And these are actually fabric. They're not a leather. So I do feel like these are mules that I'm able to dress up and dress down. I think a mule is an excellent way to feel polished at all times. I'm still deciding on whether or not I want to wear the mule to work. I think that a mule, especially an open toe mule, is a lot of toes showing. So that I'm still questioning. I do work in a very relaxed business casual environment, so not really sure about the mule from a work perspective. That type of mule with the open toe, definitely a mule slide, I think is totally appropriate. I see some girls on my team wearing the mule slides. I do think that having the heel out, I think in work situations are more appropriate than having the toe out. Are you a heel out or toe out type person when it comes to work? I would definitely like to know. I'm not there with the toes out, but I think a heel out is just fine. The second is a Mary Jane. And I'm gonna be totally honest. I have seen Mary Janes trending over the last, 2 or 3 years. And for a very long time, I would say that I was not convinced that a Mary Jane was for me. I remember Mary Janes being in 1996 when I worked for Tom McCann. And I thought that they were not adult enough. A Mary Jane has always trended as more childlike. I used to equate a Mary Jane to adult women who wear bows. I know. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but I'm like, why are adult women wearing bows in their hair and wearing Mary Janes? I have to say, I'm not putting a bow in my hair. I will not. But I did invest in some Mary Janes right here. I actually got these secondhand from Poshmark, brand new, not worn. I have worn them once since I've gotten them. I wore them to work with a pair of jeans, a white t-shirt, and a blazer. And I felt so put together, so comfortable, and so chic. So I take all the hate that I had from Mary Janes and I throw it to the side and I say, Mary Janes, forgive me for saying such awful things about you and women that wore them. I apologize because I was missing out. I think that a Mary Jane is very essential to having in your shoe collection. And I think all ages can wear Mary Janes. And I was wrong to think that they were not appropriate for women over 50, and I truly believe that they are. The third is my favorite type of shoe, and the shoe that I would probably wear every day, and I think that's what got me shifted in the mindset of a Mary Jane was this shoe, and that is the Ballet flat. I have talked a lot about ballet flats in my content, in my videos. I will link the video in the description, and I will also pin the video I did about the shoes from John Joseph. I love a John Joseph ballet flat. I just want to quickly show you. These are a brown pair of ballet flats that I got from John Joseph. As you can see, I wear them quite a bit. I love a ballet flat, and I would say that to me, John Joseph make the most comfortable shoes on earth that I have found, and they are made in Spain. The leather is beautiful. I walk a lot. My John Josephs really hold up well to a lot of my wear and tear, but I would say that a ballet flat is a real plus to have in your wardrobe, especially if you're like me and you're really giving up wearing heels, but you still want to look nice and put together. I do not go past like a 2-inch heel anymore, and a ballet flat, I still feel like it gives me a very elegant, effortless, sophisticated look without bringing in or having to wear a heel. And what I also want to add about a ballet flat that I love is I feel like, again, which I think you'll see as a trend with all my shoes, I have to be able to wear them dressed up or dressed down. I need to be able to wear them to work, and I need to be able to wear them to run an errand. And I feel like I could do that with a ballet flat. I wear it with my dress pants. I wear it with skirts. I wear it with jeans. I wear them with shorts. I wear them with almost everything in my closet. And I feel like as I've matured and I've grown, I know that I need to be more versatile, especially because I've become more minimalist. And I do not want to have a different type of shoe for every occasion. I need one style of shoe that I can wear on multiple occasions and multiple different ways. I am not a sneaker girl. I just wanted to make sure I talked about it because I do feel like they're essential. For me, a sneaker is for exercise. I've never been into sneakers outside of workout or athletic wear. I have a pair I'll show here of Vijas. I have a pair of Vijas that I wear quite often. They're black and they're white. They're very traditional. I will throw them on every once in a while, but I do not reach for sneakers. I just don't. But I do think that having a sneaker as an essential, or if you need to, I think is very important. I wear my workout running shoes both to the gym and then if I need something casually. Like I'll be traveling next week and to the airport, I'll throw on my workout sneakers and then I will have them as my walking sneakers when I travel. I just have never really been into sneakers. I prefer to me, that ballet flat kind of makes up for a sneaker. But I do think if I were to think about this, like with this video, the 7 pairs of shoes that I think are essential, I do think having a comfortable sneaker is one of them, even though they may not be particularly my style or what I like to wear. Next is a kitten heel, and this is really more focused on for the summer. When I think about this particular style, I just want to show a pair from Nine West. This is a kitten heel sandal that I got from Nine West that I wear constantly during the summer, especially to dress up an outfit for an evening when we're on holiday, away on vacation, whether or not we're going someplace locally. I think that it's always really good to have a good kitten heel. I know kitten heels are very controversial, but I think that it gives you what you need for 11, the little bit of height that I need. It always looks sophisticated and nice, and the strappy, nice kitten heel, I just think is essential. I wear these during the summer with dresses, with skirts, with linen pants, and it just always elevates and looks nice. I think we can really get that from a traditional kitten heel, especially a kitten heel that is in a sandal. And I know that I'm showing it to you in a sandal, but again, there are various different styles of kitten heels that you can add to your wardrobe if having it in a sandal form is not for you. And these are very comfortable. I love a kitten heels because I feel like I am more mobile. My feet don't hurt. It's just so many pluses, I think, to having a kitten heel over more higher heels for me at this point in my life. Now let's move to a loafer. And these are my Sam Edelman loafers that I love. These are a black pair. I have 2 pairs of loafers. I have these black pair, and I also have a suede brown pair that I got from John Joseph. And I have to admit is I wear my loafers like I wear my ballet flats. I wear them with everything. I'm from New England. I'm from the Northeast. I wear these with shorts. I wear them with my pants, skirts, jeans, everything. It's very nautical of me. That's why my friends like to say I'm a coastal grandma. And I think that reflects also in my shoe wear when it comes to a loafer and how I decide to wear them. But again, for someone who still works in corporate America, the loafer really hits a bang for its buck. I wear it quite often. It's very professional. And I think that it always elevates. Even when I'm wearing jeans, you put on a pair of jeans, you throw on a pair of black loafers, a blazer, a white shirt, it really just elevates it and brings it to the next level. And I do not see a loafer as a fall winter shoe. I definitely see a loafer as a year-round shoe. And I cannot wait until I can get a pair of Gucci loafers one day. And last but not least, I would like to end on just the traditional everyday sandal. And these are a white pair that I've got from Steve Madden, just as an example to show you. Just a sandal like this that I feel can be worn in a variety of different ways. As you can hear through all of what I'm saying, it's variety, variety, variety. Variety is the spice of life. And just having a solid, nice sandal, again, that you can wear with shorts, dresses, jeans even, skirts, all those things, shorts, that can be seen as something that can be worn casually, but also elevated. I love these Steve Madden. I think that this style just works so great. And again, it's about comfort. There is a little heel. It's not completely flat, but I do think that having just that really simple, elegant, versatile pair of sandals are definitely a hit, and that I believe that every woman should have in her closet. I think that it's important when you're wearing a sandal that it be both relaxed but also, like I said, very elevated as well. So those are my 7 essential shoes for the spring, mostly summer season, especially if you are a woman over 50. My goal with everything, especially on my journey of self-discovery when it comes to my wardrobe, especially when it comes to shoes, are comfy, versatile, and timeless. I don't want to feel like these shoes or these styles are just for this season, but that I will have them in my closet for years to come. I have learned that you don't need a closet full of stuff. You just need to have the right ones. And hopefully I've provided you some examples of what that could look like. And let me know in the comments, which one of these 7 pairs are you currently wearing? Are they all in your options of shoes? Is there some that you wear more than others? I would definitely like to know in the comments. And is there any of them that you're looking to add? If you don't already have them, did I spark any sort of, hey, I need to add that to my closet. I need a good mule. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.